Greetings. Today, the moon continues in Taurus. We have actually just after midnight Pacific time, the moon at first quarter exact. So the sun in Aquarius, the moon in Taurus, forming that 90-degree square, and we see the moon half full. So some interesting pressures come with this first quarter moon. Some decisions need to be made. Some activation is happening. Some shifts in consciousness are possible. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, February 5th. Thanks so much for being here. And not only do we have that first quarter moon happening just after midnight Pacific time, on Wednesday, just right as the 24-hour day begins. But also, as the day progresses, the moon heads toward Uranus. And that Uranus is the planet of shakeup, of change, of instability, but also of remembering our brilliance. So let's talk about what these energies can look like. So they can look like feeling like something challenging, something frustrating, something not flowing or working the way we wish it would. There could be a conflict. This can show up in our personal lives, in our little spheres, our daily lives, in very personal ways, in the situations and circumstances that unfold through the day. They can also happen in the collective where something is going on that impacts a lot of people at the same time. So look for it in both places. Look for it in the bigger picture and in your own personal life. One may be more of a factor for you than the other. It just might show up differently for different people. But the purpose of this energy of frustration, of challenge, of conflict is to ask us to reflect on how we have been doing things and what we can do differently. So when we access our own ability to see what we've been missing, to have that light bulb moment that goes, oh, I haven't been getting it, or there is a different way I could be seeing this, or there is another possibility here that I have been missing. When we open our minds to that shift in consciousness, it allows us to see where we have agency, to see where we can take the wheel and steer something in a positive direction or in a direction that is helping to lead us out of the problem or the conflict. That first quarter moon speaks back to the new moon in Aquarius. So we are unfolding the energy of Aquarius, which is about the future, about freedom, about what it means to be free and what we want for the future, our vision for the future. And this first quarter square between the sun and the moon, which we see in the sky as a moon waxing half full, that's the first quarter moon. We have this opportunity to ask ourselves, what do we need to do? Where do we need to shift, to change how we are showing up, how we are responding, who we are being, what we need to get in order to steer things toward that vision for the future. So there may be some adjustments in how our thinking, how we've been thinking about things, or our strategy. There can also be a need to recognize where we may have been wrong. I know it's unbelievable we could have ever been wrong, but it does happen. So we can look at where we might have not quite gotten something right, where we need to see it from a different perspective, and how we can open to what is here in terms of learning and growth that will help us be who we need to be to steer things toward that vision for the future. And again, this could be in a collective way that something is being experienced that impacts a lot of people. It could also be how this is showing up in your own personal life and the situations and circumstances and whatever story is unfolding in your life at this time. What is calling your attention, what you are needing to focus on or be present to. So, how is it inviting you to change? How is it inviting you to shift how you've looked at it or thought about it? And how is that inviting you to see new possibilities where you didn't or couldn't maybe see them before? So, there's an invitation to shift. There's also this Moon joining up with Uranus, Moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Again, Uranus in Taurus is helping us connect with a new normal to shift things in ways that help us to be more of who we are here to be, but can be uncomfortable in the way that things destabilize and we can't go back to what feels comfortable. We have to move into what we are becoming and to choose that what we are becoming is better people. That each of us is choosing to be a better person because that is how we create a better world. So, this choice to step into what is possible as opposed to what has been the way that we've done things in the past. I just want to quickly also mention Jupiter stationed direct on Tuesday, February 4th. And so we have the energy now of the planet of expansion and abundance now moving forward, asking us to connect to a bigger picture of faith, of hope, of optimism. So that's another piece in here as well. Where do you find the information, the narrative, the story that helps you believe in the future? And think about what that is for you as well, as we have Jupiter now going direct in Gemini, stationing direct at 11 degrees Gemini. So this invitation is to keep moving forward, keep learning and growing and becoming who we must be and change in the ways we must change to ultimately actualize our vision for the future. Connecting with that vision can give you inspiration and hope to continue on this journey and keep discovering what you're capable of and what is possible in the process. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. And thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I appreciate your support and love to hear your comments. If you have questions, drop them in the comments for me and I will address them on a future video. Thanks again, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.